Nubalore Delana, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Conquest of Azeroth. It's an illegal private server that modifies the vanilla WoW experience by adding 21 new classes, 67 new specializations, dungeons, raids, quests, zones, and more. For those that haven't watched the previous episode, I did find out that the Reaper class had been heavily nerfed by Project Ascension. It is in a very bad spot right now, very weak. Low damage, low survivability, low mobility, low stealth. And if I want to stay competitive in the Conquest of Azeroth, zeitgeist, I have to reroll here, unfortunately. And now, if I've written letters to Project Ascension, and if they decided to buff the Reaper, I'd be happy to hop back in there. But unfortunately, until then, I think I have to create a new character here. Now, as for which class, I came to a decision. It's not a decision to be made lightly. Now, I was looking at the patch notes, and I devised an algorithm to determine the best class currently in terms of damage, survivability, utility, mobility, etc. So without further ado, let us run the algorithm. Alrighty guys, it looks like the algorithm has spoken. We'll be rolling a Chronomancer. Now, if we hover over Chronomancer here, it shows us all the available races. We can be, on the Horde side, we can be a Blood Elf Chronomancer. Now, Blood Elves were long ago the exiled High Elves founded Kel'Thalas, where they created a magical fount called the Sunwell. Though they were strengthened by its powers, they also grew increasingly dependent on them. Ages later, the Undead Scourge destroyed the Sunwell and most of the High Elf population. Now called Blood Elves, these scattered refugees are rebuilding Kel'Thalas as they search for a new magic source to satisfy their painful addiction. Their enchanting skill is increased. They may restore mana, energy, or runic power. They may silence nearby opponents, and they are resistant to magical damage. It can also be a Draenei. Driven from their home world of Argus, the honorable Draenei fled the Burning Legion for eons before finding a remote planet to settle on. They shared this world with the shamanistic orcs and named it Draenor. In time, the Legion corrupted the orcs who waged war and nearly exterminated the peaceful Draenei. The lucky few fled to Azeroth, where they now seek allies in their battle against the Burning Legion. Their jewel crafting skill is increased, which is kind of funny if you think about it. They may heal themselves or others over time. Party members' chance to hit with melee and spells is increased, and they are resistant to shadow damage. We can also choose to play a gnome. Though small in stature, the gnome of Cosmodon have used their great intellect to secure a place in history. Indeed, their subterranean kingdom, Nomergon, was once a marvel of steam-driven technology. Even so, due to a massive Trog invasion, the city was lost. Now its builders are vagabonds in the Dwarven lands, aiding their allies as best as they can. They can escape from speed-altering effects, increased intelligence, resistant to arcane damage, and their engineering skill is increased. We can also be a human. Humans are a young race, and thus highly versatile, mastering the arts of combat, craftsmanship, and magic with stunning efficiency. The humans' valor and optimism have led them to build some of the world's greatest kingdoms. In this troubled era, after generations of conflict, humanity seeks to rekindle its former glory and forge a shining new future. Their stealth detection is increased, they have increased spirit, bonus to reputation gains, increased expertise with swords and maces, and can break out of speed-altering and trapping effects. Alright guys, after studying long and hard, I think mathematically the best race would be a human here. Let's customize this bad boy. Customize the face, which will allow us to do the most damage. Customize the hairstyle. Let's see. Alrighty. Let's name my character. A proper Chronomancer name if I've ever seen one. Let's see. Choose your leveling experience. You can change this at any time by speaking with a guard or destiny weaver. Enable level scaling. Quests and enemies in the open world will trail behind your level, but always award experience. Important. Creatures will not scale down to your level. Higher level creatures will remain a higher level. Disable level scaling. Quests and enemies will remain at their appropriate levels. Enemies 5 or more levels below you will not award quest items or progress. I think we enable scaling here. And we enable transmog. We are a veteran, so let's enter. Alrighty, guys. Let's take a quick... Actually, let's get our quests first. Let's talk to Deputy Willem. Hello there, Chronomancer. Normally, I'd be out on the beat looking... Oh. Sorry, guys. Hello there, Chronomancer. Chronomancer. Hardly know her. Normally, I'd be out on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in other lands. So here I am, deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be out on patrol. A threat within. I hope you strapped on your belt on tight, young Chronomancer, because there's work to do here in Northshire. And I don't mean farming. The Stormwind guards are hard-pressed to keep the peace here, with so many of us in distant lands and so many threats pressing close, and so we're enlisting the aid of anyone willing to defend their home and their alliance. If you're willing to answer the call, then speak with my superior, Marshal McBride. Objectives: speak with Marshal McBride. You'll receive 46 money. Alrighty, guys. Let's talk to Mr. McBride. Hey, citizen. You look like a stout one. We guards are spread out a little thin, and I could use your help. A threat within. Ah, good. Another volunteer. We're getting a lot of you these days. I hope it's enough. The human lands are threatened from without, and so many of our forces have been marshaled abroad. This, in turn, leaves room for corrupt and lawless groups to thrive within our borders. It is a many-fronted battle we wage, Orochrome. Gird yourself for a long campaign. Kobold Camp Cleanup. Your first task is one of cleansing, Orochrome. A clan of kobolds have infested the woods to the north. Go there and fight the kobold vermin you find. Reduce their numbers so that we may one day drive them from Northshire. Objectives: kill 8 kobold vermin and return to Marshal McBride. You will receive 25 copper, 200 experience, and a small red pouch. Looks like Marshal McBride has another quest for me. Let's talk to him. Hello there, Chronomancer. Normally I'd be out on the beat looking after the folk of Stormwind, but a lot of the Stormwind guards are fighting in other lands. So here I am, deputized and offering bounties when I'd rather be out on patrol. Egan Peltskinner. Egan Peltskinner is looking for someone to hunt wolves for him. That's good news, because we're seeing a lot more wolves in Northshire Valley lately. Objectives: speak with Egan Peltskinner. You'll receive 100 experience. Let's grab the Egan's water pouch first. This will allow us to restore our mana. That's true. I'm looking for someone to help me hunt some wolves. Are you that person? Wolves across the border. I hate those nasty timber wolves, but I sure like eating wolf steaks. Bring me tough wolf meat and I'll exchange it for something you'll find useful. Tough wolf meat is gathered from hunting the timber wolves and young wolves wandering the Northshire countryside. Objectives: bring 8 pieces of tough wolf meat to Egan Peltskinner outside of Northshire Abbey. You'll be able to choose one of these rewards: soft fur-lined shoes or wolfskin bracers, and 200 experience. Let's take a look at the Chronomancer's abilities. Unmake. 7 mana, 1.5 second cast, 35 yard range. Unmake an enemy, dealing 25 chromatic damage over 1 sec. Reverse wound. Reverse an ally's wound, healing them for 47. Let's unmake this boy. Alrighty, we got 1 tough wolf meat. Let's unmake this wolf. Alrighty, we got a 2nd tough wolf meat. Let's fight this kobold vermin. Looks like we did get the tag from this guy. Let us laugh at him. Another wolf is in our midst. Let's engage in combat with it. We'll use our staff at melee range to deal the rest of the damage. Let's grab this wax-stained bag. Our inventory's now bigger. Let's unmake this vermin. Excellent. I see another vermin we can unmake. Let us do so now. Alrighty guys, we have hit level 2. And we also have gained a candlelit tunnel rod. It's quite the improvement of my novice staff. I think I'll equip it now. Alrighty guys, that'll have to do it for this episode. Stay tuned for next episode where we'll be getting to level 3. I want to thank you for watching and to remind you that as Whitney Wolfe Herd once said, look at what is broken in society, figure out how to make it better, and then, around that, formulate a business.